Okay, hi Internet.
No, for
I'm
real
Sarah.
though, Jess.
So, obviously neither one of us are Evelyn.
No, is it in?
Yeah, you're good.
So yeah,
Fake name.
had to
Life
think of
goes on.
something. Couldn't have two names, so
And trying to combine our names would sound funny.
yeah, like
Jera. Sess. No.
Sarika.
Ew, no. See, so Evelyn was... The fake name generator helped us out a whole lot.
Yeah.
Pluses on that. So basically, we're just gonna be doing silly moments. We
This time.
realized we had a lot, and we were watching Dan is Not on Fire's video with him and Louise talking about their awkward moments, and I was like,
I've done that.
I've done
Pretty
pretty much most of those, so thought it would be hilarious to do one of our own.
We're kind of awkward, outgoing people, so
I have no shame in just saying
yeah.
things.
So this stuff is gonna be
Weird.
yeah. It happens all the time too. It's the
Number
it's the
one.
first thing.
Oh, okay. So this is about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were in my car, and we were going to go to McDonald's.
Because I really wanted coffee, like, so bad.
She had, like, a coupon-y
Yeah,
thingy.
I work at a school, so I got the teacher appreciation card.
Pluses on that. And so her brother was like, hey, guys, I'll
come with you.
And so then we get in the car, and,
He just starts walking away to his own car, so we're like,
Different car.
fine, Josh, you can't come with us. You're not a girl.
Girls'
You
party.
can't sit with us. It's just a girl party, and you don't have boobs.
And I was sitting there, and I was by this time we're in the car, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Josh, don't have boobs. And I was not talking
Boobs,
in, like,
boobs.
a normal voice.
Yeah, like really loud.
Like, I was talking kind of loud, because we're in a car, it's outside, don't
and
need
so,
to talk quietly.
Like, I was cracking up, and I turned around, and I was like, oh my goodness, Sarah, the windows are still rolled down. And I turn around, as I was saying, the windows are still rolled down. I see my brother, and he's looking at me, he just turns around. And I'm just like...
Yeah, because I rolled down my windows, because they're in Arizona. I mean, it's hot outside. You don't want your car to, like, heat... So I would, like, leave the windows open, and so then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, this is just me a problem, so I just started sitting there, boobs, 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 over and over and over again, just to get it out of my system, and stopped right before he got in the car,
Yeah,
so he probably heard all of
He
that.
eventually came with us anyway, but he's
Yes.
probably,
He
disturbed
probably
and amused.
realized that we'll just say it.
the time I just wanted to hang out as, like, friends with the person that she's now dating, but it was a while ago.
Wasn't dating at
they
the time.
just barely confessed,
It was,
I
like,
guess, that they liked each other.
unofficial dating?
Which, by the way, I got them together, so
Yes.
woohoo. So I was friends with both of them, so I just wanted to hang out with him.
They were just gonna go get coffee.
Hang out. And my dad's like, no, you need to call and ask Sarah for permission. I'm like, they're not even dating
Not
yet.
actually dating.
But he's like, you can't go unless she says it's okay because they're dating. And I'm like, they're whatever. Okay, I'll call. So I'm driving on my way home, and I'm like, well, he said that he needed an answer soon so he could come over and get me. So I have to call now while I'm driving. So I'm like, sup, Sarah? And I don't know, were you at like work or something?
No, I was at school. I was like leaving class, and I was talking with this other girl from class, and like my phone starts buzzing, and I pull it out, and I'm like,
Yes.
I was like, Jess is calling me. Why is Jess calling me? Hello?
And I'm like driving, and I'm like, hey, so awkward question. Doug wanted to go and have coffee and hang out with me tonight because everyone else is going to go see a movie without me because I'm an old person now and have to go to work at like
You have
4
to get
a.m.
work.
I have to go to work at 4 a.m. So I can't stay up at midnight and go see a movie. So he wanted
What?
to go have coffee with me.
Because that'll help you sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she just said that, and I was like,
sure,
and
okay.
your point is?
And I'm like, but my dad made me ask you permission because you guys are dating.
I was like, he made you call me and ask for permission?
And I'm like, yes.
I was
I
like-
can't go unless I get permission from you.
I was like, well, I guess it's fine with me. I don't really care because we're not even dating yet.
And I'm just like, whatever, okay. So that's awkward story too, when I had to ask.
Well, it mostly made it awkward because then you had to turn around and tell him why it took you so long to reply.
Yeah. he cracked up. It was hilarious. He was
and then
like
didn't
dying.
let me
and
forget about
his
it.
little
for...
giggle too.
He has a very entertaining laugh. But yeah, he then didn't let me forget that for a little while after that.
Amazing. Story number 3.
Oh, okay.
We were at the mall. Was it 3 nights ago?
Thursday, yeah.
3 nights ago? Something like that. And so we were just talking about how somehow, like, I was really emotional on the drive there because I had to drive on a really busy road that I was terrified of.
It's a terrifying road.
And I just got really emotional because emotions right now are like whoosh, and I just can't handle it. And then Sarah's like, oh, is it because, like, what we call it Chronos, because he's the Lord of Time.
It's there's a whole long explanation that'll probably come up eventually.
Later, eventually.
But we were just like, we were
foregoing. Cronus.
We were like foregoing persona names, and we were just straight up saying period.
Yeah.
And
and I'm like, soon, maybe, probably, I don't know, my emotions have just been crazy. And so Sarah's like, but I was like, kind of like, because there's a young family over there, so I didn't want to shout. And she's like, why can't girls talk about stuff like that? Guys can talk about stuff like that.
They really can, though.
They can talk about anything. And she's like, why can't girls talk about periods? And she says, like, she
really
almost
loud.
Shouts it. She seriously almost shouts it.
It was an accident.
And then this dad with his little girl and wife right at the table, right next to us, just turns like,
so bad. He looked terrified for that child's life.
And we're like, yeah, we should go.
I was just like, guys,
this is proof. This is proof that we can't talk about this stuff.
I was like, this is proof that I shouldn't be loud in public, because apparently I'm just inappropriate. And
so we terrify grown men.
Apparently, I didn't know that was possible to terrify a grown man, but
it happened.
Happens.
What number is this? 5? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
like
5. Yeah, okay, 5.
We can count.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Okay. Falling. There are so many stories of falling. Maybe we should skip to that one too after this. Okay.
Yeah.
Falling. One time.
Clumsiest person alive.
Once upon a time, in the middle of church service, Sarah had to get up and go to the bathroom.
Pee.
Yeah, she just had to go to the bathroom. And she
Gotta
gets up and she has this face of gotta go. So I'm like, whatever, you have to pee. People have to pee.
You gotta go, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go. So when she comes back, and you have to explain it from your mind, and then I'll explain what I saw.
We're sitting in the front row because she likes to sit in the front row. So
People
we're
are
sitting at the
distracting.
very, very front of the church building.
The bathrooms are in the
very, very back. And her dad's preaching up there, doing his thing, going to town and stuff and whatnot. So I'm coming back. I'm like, I'm already feeling self-conscious because I'm walking back. I've already gotten up and everyone and their brother has seen me. So I'm already feeling self-conscious about that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sit down. And this is exactly my thought. I was like, I will do this gracefully.
And
as soon as I think gracefully, church pews, they have the little, wooden edges on them that, whoop, and it looks kind of like a chair, but it's only, this thick. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, my shin, I just went, bam, slammed the living daylights out of my leg into the edge of this pew. And, because I'm doing this, I'm, trying to, slide into the pew, woo.
She, tumbles on top of me.
And so, I just was like, ooh, okay, and sit, and just realized I just made a huge
you're in
fool
a
of
skirt,
myself.
trying to fix your
And in a skirt. So I'm sitting there, I was like, ooh, okay, everyone just saw that. I'm just gonna,
And I tried not to laugh.
And it's completely silent in there, other than, her dad up there talking, so.
It was pretty bad.
Wait, so how, I didn't know that, what?
Yeah, you fell on top.
No, I don't remember falling on top of you.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, just paying attention. I'm like, oh, you're coming back. I should make sure to move over so I'm not in your way. Because sometimes somehow I magically scooch over. I don't know. What if that happened?
Because you love me.
Yeah, I just love you. So I see her and I'm like, she has this determination face. You're like,
I'm gonna be graceful.
And then you just go and you smack, fall, slip on, and I was just, and then you're sit up and I'm just
that just happened. Yes, Allie.
Can I add an awkward moment that literally happened today to me?
Sure.
I'm sorry to break
Introducing Allie, who is also a YouTuber, but now apparently has an interesting story she would like to share with you.
Come in closer.
Oh, I can't. So, okay. Hi, YouTube. I'm on all the time. So today we all went to dinner after lunch. After lunch?
You go to lunch
We went to lunch after church.
Dinner
See,
is
this is a good start to an
We're not
already bad
hobbits,
story.
even though I really want to be.
All of my family was up getting their drinks, and I was the only one sitting at the table. So the guy comes with our food, and I already didn't know what anybody else got, so it's not like I knew what to do, but he kept giving random orders, and I'm like, I don't know whose this is, so I'm just like, yeah, put it there. I'm like, I don't know. And then he says mine, okay? And I'm like, yeah, he's like, is this a bacon burger with mayo? And I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like me. And then I take it, and while I try to grab it without, making, hand contact, because that's weird, I don't know, I'm just a germaphobe, I don't like touching other people. But I move my hand, and I knock my drink onto the side, and the tables aren't even, so there's this one that's higher, or no, mine was higher than the other one, so I pushed it, and it tipped over, and it spills Diet Coke all over the benches, and
my seat.
And her seat,
my butt was wet.
and the floor, and... The guy just looks up. He's still in the process of handing me this thing, and he just looks up. I'll get a towel. he just walks away, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
One time we were all having a group hug because we were having crappy days.
They really are. They're like, bam.
Bam, and they're sparkly gold. They're fabulous. But no, it's not gonna. So me and her were hugging, and then some other people came, and I was like, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna fall over. And then someone tries to pull away really fast or something. And we fell
luckily
onto
we were
these
next
pews.
to a pew.
And
so we were just like, yeah, we're just gonna
sit
now and pretend that didn't happen. But unfortunately there was 3 other people standing there that were like, how'd you guys end up there? We're like,
I don't know.
We just wanted to sit. And they're like, yeah, you fell. We're like, you know what? Shut up. Don't know what you're talking about. I mean, there's the other type of church where I was sitting on the same, not the exact same one that I slammed my leg into. Then they were all like, hugs, and I was like, hugs, and then we all started leaning, and I slipped off and landed. I had a bruise on my butt for the next week. It didn't help the fact that I slammed a door into my back the next day. So I mean that didn't help at all either.
Your backside was bruised.
It was sad. And we were watching something or other, and we had this table pushed up next to my bed, and so I was trying to get off of the bed around the table because there wasn't a whole lot of room. The space about can't this much. And so I'm standing on the bed, and I'm like, la la la, I'm bed, and then I'm step and tumble off, and I landed in my laundry basket, somehow.
It over it and then nicked it with your
Yeah, I tripped over, I stepped down, tripped over the laundry basket, took it with me, and ended up sitting in it. And Allie, it was sort of one of those memes where you see it was if you fall down, ask your best friend, if you fall down, I will help you up as soon as I finish laughing, sort of things, because she ended up on the floor. She was laughing so hard, and I was just sitting there in the laundry basket. I was like, so, you done? You want to help me up? You want to just forget this happened? Nah.
Once I was
now you're telling the internet about it.
Once I was crying, and I crawled into my laundry basket.
Why?
Randy was there.
Why were you crying about it? Because you were just laughing so hard?
No,
or just were upset?
It was more of a joke.
It was a joke, but I was crying, and so I was like, I want to hide, and she was on my covers, so my laundry basket was right there. I can't really show you. It's that way, this way, that way, and so it's the edge of my bed. I'm sitting at the edge of my bed right now, and so I just crawled into it until it kind of stood back up instead of sideways, and my button hanging out of it. I was trying to get back out, and I couldn't. It was crazy.
Oh, I've never heard that story.
It's amazing. velociraptor. You gotta tell the story about your velociraptor.
Okay, so I was home for my ex-best friend's oldest brother's wedding. It's as complicated as it sounds. And so me and my sister were sitting in the dining room, and I was telling her about this GIF I saw on Pinterest of Tom Hiddleston doing the velociraptor thing. If you haven't seen it, you need to find it. And you're like,
I
and so
haven't seen
what? So I was telling my sister about this GIF, right? And she was like, I don't know what that means. And so I'm like, it means you're like, velociraptor. And like, I literally started doing that across the room. And like, I turned and I looked, and my dad is standing in the doorway to the dining room. And he's just like, so I'm like stuck mid-velociraptor pose. And I'm just like, hi, Dad. And he's like, so we need to change your medication or something. And I was like, thanks. My parents think I'm insane, so.
Hey, same.
Yeah, I'm repinning this right now. Beautiful pink.
I think you both crazy.
She does. She told us we're not allowed to go shopping together.
Well, too late, and we got fabulous stuff.
And Build-A-Bears.
Yeah, that's new story. Okay, so.
Is that the next story? Did I really just...
No, it's like one of the
close
last ones,
enough.
but whatever.
Segue.
So when we were at the mall, same mall that the other story was at,
the guy in the period.
same time. Yeah, probably.
Probably.
We also stayed till it was like closing.
Oops.
Oops. But so we were like having like tons of feelings talk with one of our friends. Feels. So we're like, we need to do something to cheer us up. So I was like, let's just go shopping, walking around, and I'm like,
We're like, where do we want
Claire's
to go?
has a huge like sale. We shouldn't go in there. That's too dangerous.
We already went in there last Saturday.
and got these awesome earrings.
Yeah,
but
I'm actually wearing some right now. Aren't they
Yeah.
pretty? They're having a buy one get one free sale, so we're like, oh.
and that
to.
last week it was $2 off. Like
On
everything was like
Thursday
$2.
It's like, oh, $2 and we're
for
like,
everything, and we're like,
we shouldn't go inside there.
So I was like, I haven't been to Build-A-Bear in a long time. We should go to Build-A-Bear workshop. So we're like, yeah, let's go to Build-A-Bear. So we went in there, and first of all, the lady was like cleaning the floors because like everyone was gone. It's like 9:30 or something. No kids are gonna be out there, and she just looks up and she's like,
Because, like, two, like, 19-year, like, upper 19, upper teens.
yeah, there's
girls
two
are
19 and
walking.
an 18-year-old girl in there. It's like,
What is this?
and she just keeps sweeping, looking at us every once in a while, and we're like looking, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Look at, you can make it a
You can make
princess.
it Ariel,
You can make it
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. You can make it Batman. You can make it Superman. Oh, look, you can make it Woody. You can make it, like, Aladdin. Wasn't there an Aladdin costume? And a Wood. No, there was Woody.
It was like Yoda.
Yoda and
It
a
was
Jedi.
Yoda.
They
It
had,
was
like,
so
3 different colors of lightsabers.
It was awesome.
It was
So
incredible.
we were all like freaking out. So basically, I was wearing a really cute outfit with my Converse, and
We all felt really
so
cute.
I was like looking around, and I was like, oh my goodness, Build-A-Bear Converse. I'm getting a bear, so I can get these, and we can have matching shoes.
That's why you decided to do that?
Yes.
I didn't know that. All I heard
Well-
was be like, look, Converse, I need a bear now to put in the Converse.
Yeah, I was like,
And then I found
want
the
these
tutu.
Converse. So I was like, if I can find a bear and outfit that goes with these Converse cheap enough, I will do it, and I did. And he's given. I can't reach him.
We can,
Look at these Converse.
I've done it before.
They're adorable. Wait.
There we go.
So I ended up getting one, and so
I
then
got a
she
dog
got
in a
one.
tutu.
She got a dog in a tutu with a little bow headband,
So
and
cute.
so our other friend was just like,
I'm not gonna get one, and we're like, no.
"You're getting one."
She was sad. She was not that happy, and we felt really bad, and so we're like, we are buying you a Build-A-Bear. So she picked out this tiny little turtle, and we got her a pirate outfit for her, and it was just so cute.
It was so much fun. We like made the lady that
The
was
lady
building
was having
it.
such a good time with
She
us.
had so much fun. And okay, awkwardest moment for me though about that.
Oh, dear.
She's like, okay, so what's its name? It.
What's the name?
Its name. you'd think that would be the bear. And I was like, oh, Riley. I'll name it Riley. So I was like, Riley. And she's like, okay, Miss Riley. And looks at me kind of like, boy name? And I'm like, what? No, that's not my name. And she's like, I asked for your name. And I'm like,
no,
you
she said, like,
said
the name.
And I'm like, my name's Jess.
She's like, oh.
And so that was...
Awkwardest moment for me was the fact that I kept dropping everything. Like,
You dropped the entire store. Falling asleep during church services.
yeah, that's your story.
I've fallen asleep. Apparently, I can only remember falling asleep
She's
once, but
dozed off a
apparently
couple of
I've
times.
fallen asleep a
At
lot.
least once.
Which is very embarrassing because my dad's the preacher.
We sit in the front row.
I sit in the front.
So he can see you. I seen you, girl. You falling asleep.
But the time I can remember falling asleep was, I don't know if anyone noticed. Allie, did you notice I fell asleep when we went to camp that first year?
No.
So that's another story.
Oh, yeah.
But, so the first year I went to camp, I went to a Bible camp, and it starts on a Sunday, but the first time I went, we went up early, we went on a Saturday, and so the next morning, we went to the local church there, which is in Indiana, millions of years from here, so we couldn't go to my church. So I rode up with a bunch of other girls, and if you didn't know, Indiana's time difference in the summer is 3 years.
Wow.
3 hours.
So at the same time that it's 2014 here in Arizona, it's like 2018 in Indiana right now.
No, only 3 years.
How many did I? Just kidding. That was 4.
You lied, you can't count.
We can't count.
2017.
3 hours. So, and this church service happened to start at like 7:30 as well. So that's like waking up at 4:30, like being at church at 4:30, and that does not happen. That does not happen.
That doesn't happen.
So,
That's not
I was exhausted.
not about that life.
I did not get enough sleep at all. It was somewhere I didn't know. I was surrounded by people I didn't know. My family wasn't there, except my sister. So, during services, I was like, I am way too tired for this. I can't even focus. So, like, twice I got up to go to the bathroom and splash water on my face, ruining my hair completely.
And your makeup?
I didn't wear makeup then.
Okay.
That was before I decided to be girly. But, so I was there, and I was just like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, okay, I think I'll be able to make it. It's already been like an hour. It can't be much longer. I was wrong. The last thing I remember is I sat down, and I was like, it's been like another 10 minutes. What is this? And so then the next thing I remember is, like, stand and sing. And, like, people start singing, and I'm like... And I don't know if anyone noticed I fell asleep, but when I was, like, freaking out and standing up all in disarray, this lady next to me was, like, singing. And I was just like... It was really bad. I was, like, 15, and I fell asleep smack in the middle of services. And, like, when they said stand and sing, I was like... So it's not just
out.
like... I was,
Which is good that you weren't just like...
but it was really bad. It was
It
really
would have been
weird.
so much worse though if you'd like fallen on someone and then like drooling. Like,
Oh, no. We bite and lick and chew and spit on
Nibble.
each other all the time. But yeah, that's a normal thing with us. We have this guy friend who does weird stuff himself, so I don't know
Yeah.
why it's so disturbing
Maybe
to
it's
him.
just because that we're girls.
And he thinks we should be perfect angels of gorgeous glory. I don't know.
But he did say that he was shocked that one time that we weren't doing something weird. But
Yeah.
that's also after he got to know us better.
That's true. But
I think we terrified him when he first met us.
so we were just sitting one time, like, all over each other, which, first of all, he was just like, what are you guys, that's weird, you guys are, yeah, it was something like that, and I was like, probably was just like this, and I was probably all like, Sarah, you're crushing me, and then you just go and you bite my shoulder, you just up and bite my shoulder, just like that, just like that. And Ben's just like, did you just bite her? And I'm like, yeah, she bit me. There's spit on my shoulder.
Do you want to see?
And he's like, why would you do that? And
Why would you not?
We're best friends. I don't know.
Why would you not?
Yeah, I mean, it's right there for her to bite. Insulted her weight by saying she crushed me.
If your best friend has never had, like, your spit on them, there's something wrong with your relationship. I'm just saying.
I'm homeschooled and okay, that beautiful one.
Okay, so one time I was straightening Jess's hair. This one time, funny story. There's a story behind that actually, but this is something else. But we were sitting in her room, and we were sitting over by the door.
Yeah.
And with my back to the door, like I was literally like up against the door because there's a plug over there, and she wanted to, like,
it's like this close.
Yeah, I was like,
and the door is like
her hair
right there,
just like right here.
Yeah.
And so,
because that's where the plug is.
Exactly.
We don't just normally sit by doors.
No, it'd be odd. We have door fetishes, actually.
No.
Don't tell anyone.
So
we were like, here, we can reenact it, actually.
Yeah, let me put this off my legs.
Okay, so we're like, straightening her hair, and then all of a sudden, bam, like, the door like, opens, like, straight into my back. And so,
and
like,
she doesn't even stop. My sister opens so she doesn't like, oh, it hit something. She's like, move. And so like, ah!
And so we were just sitting there, and like
And
my head's like right
is
there.
still trying to get in there.
She's,
After
like,
she knows
climbing.
that
She's
like
so we're
climbing
like
all over.
this.
We're
I was like, hi, Jess, and now he's like climbing over me. Yeah.
And I'm just like, would you stop?
But of
We
course,
would've
we were
moved.
sitting.
And we had
were-
straightener in our hand too. We're like,
I was like, straighten there.
don't burn my friend.
And so basically, but of course, we had to take the chance to take a
And
picture.
selfie. I
Do you still have it?
think. Is it on my phone?
On mine.
There it is.
We'll blast this picture too, and we'll just put it up there. We had to take that chance.
Yeah,
I mean, how can you pass up a chance to take a weird selfie with your friend?
on top of you.
Instagram material.
Should've.
Throwback Thursday is coming up.
Okay, and last
Oh
story
my
that I think we're
goodness.
gonna have time for. One time, and it's like today too. Like, I don't know. Normally, I'm not this crazy. I'm acting fine right now because there's a camera in my face. But earlier today, I was like skipping all the songs in the car.
She really
and
was.
then I
She
was like,
skip,
sing, dance in the car. And then there's one time though that there's a guy in this huge truck, and he just looks over, and I'm like. Anyway, but so I'm really tired. I'm so tired where I'm like, woo! Woo!
Where your adrenaline
Woo!
kicks in and you're just like, life. Where
Cookies,
where it's like you
dancing.
poured like 3 Red Bulls
Everything.
and like 3 cups of coffee and chugged it all.
And
in
I
like
didn't
2
even have
seconds
any caffeine
and
at all
Sour
today.
Patch
At all
Kids.
yet. So
Yet being the African word.
yeah. So it was the same thing that basically had happened, and I was exhausted. And we decided to go out and party, and by party we mean go eat out at an expensive restaurant
Expensive.
for poor high school college students. Red Robin. So we were waiting on our food, and it was taking forever, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry and I'm so bored. So I'm
She
just
was really bored.
I see the silverware wrapped in the fancy little,
It has a little plastic wraparound thing that's stuck to itself.
and I'm like, I should open that. And Doug and Sarah and Randy are just like, why are you saying that out loud? I don't know. And I'm just like, and I like pick it up with my mouth and like trying to like open it, and it didn't work because I had it like over my entire mouth. So I was like. So I like put it back on the floor, like like
floor?
getting the floor at the table.
Yeah, she was laying on the floor, Red Robin, just like,
No, on the table. And I put it back on the table. And I like, licking it to get it to flip over, and then I grab like the peel of it and finally like crash, like all tumbles out of the napkin. And the napkin holder, and I'm like, yes, and it's like all in my mouth. I'm like, "Pleh, pleh, 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 pleh,
And then
pleh."
Randy pointed out
And she's like,
the booth
look
over
at
there.
those people, they're staring at you. And I just turn around, I'm like, what? And then this like old grumpy lady and her husband are just like,
You guys couldn't see him from where you were sitting, but
We
there was this
couldn't.
one little girl who looked at you with the most, like, look of pure confusion in her eyes that I've ever seen. She was just like, what are you doing to your napkin? And she was so thoroughly confused that I almost just laughed. I couldn't even.
and yeah, so
Scarred that
that's
time.
when I ran to the bathroom, put on body spray, and came back trying to act like a normal human. But it didn't work.
Because we're not normal.
No,
It's pretty much
so-
impossible for us to act as such. Jazz hands. Those are some of our awkward moments.
I even cut a few out because I realized how long we were getting.
Yeah.
A lot of that's going to be cut out. But
Anyway,
yeah.
because we're climbing around and doing weird stuff and have children interrupting.
Yeah, we don't want our butts right in the camera. Like,
Sure.
do you want my butt in the
Do you
camera?
want our,
Sarah?
do you want our butts in your face?
Okay.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, so, woo!
So,
Fun, hyperactive, goofy clumsiness stuff going on, but and I have no idea how often we're gonna post whenever we feel like it. So don't rush us.
really don't. Because it could be every week, but then again, in 1 week, we're like, you know what? Effort. And then, just, you don't want to put effort into life sometimes, and you're just like, nope.
I was thinking that's gonna go down your chin.
I'm trying to do it. No, so close. No! I'm determined now. Nope. This isn't happening.
There.
So close!
There you go. Probably shouldn't put that one on the internet.
Why not? That's hilarious. Like we said, not sure if we're ever, how much more we're ever gonna post. Hopefully much, much more, especially we'll try doing a vlog thing in September because we're going to a concert, which you're probably going to hear tons and tons about as you get closer because she's obsessed. I say obsessed as being like a slight understatement.
What? Oh, come on.
Have you seen the people board on your Pinterest? Mine at least has variety. Hers is basically Ross Lynch.
Wait, hold on. Look at that.
It's on her wall.
I love you.
Okay, so hit the like button if you find us
Wherever the like button
ridiculously
is.
entertaining. We're not
So
sure. It's going to be
vague.
around here somewhere. Yes, and subscribe.
And we also have our own accounts, but the only thing I had on mine was when I had to take public speaking, but that was embarrassing, so I had to take
Yeah, I
those
have
down.
some videos on mine, but they are hidden and not allowed for anyone to see
Yeah.
because they're all sign language videos, and I look like an idiot.
But
You
eventually,
never know.
We'll
But we
have
just figured that we
something-
would entertain. We would be way more entertaining
Together,
together
to start
than
with.
apart. Because obviously we've had some seriously entertaining experiences.
and those are just embarrassing things.
We've done strange things too that aren't quite as embarrassing, mostly because other people weren't around to see it. You know which one I'm talking about. That's a story for another day, and there always are. So hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll see you
Probably
People-
next week.
hopefully, possibly, maybe.
I love you.
We love you so much.
Love you all.
You're
I love
beautiful.
everyone. Especially you.
And you, and your cat, and your dog, and your guinea pig,
And your turtle makes me want to cry and adopt it.
and your
so, you
and your
know.
alpaca named George. We go to 7-Eleven on the weekends and buy Frosties.
So, love you.
We weren't supposed to tell you.